So just about set now. And towing the slab here, J.P. Sears. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Ready to go? Here's Elliot Ramos. Not even close there. And we are underway.
First pitch, 7:07.
Ball.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
2-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2.
Rips one to right. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, and he's got a leadoff double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of
Willie
going the other way.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Willie Adames stands in. To the left side, but it is well foul.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Late swing fouled off. Ramos stands at second with no outs. Inside,
1-2.
almost got him.
Strike him out.
Man at second. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's one down.
Batting third baseman.
Now we take a peek at the
Rafael
Giants
Devers.
lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like it could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Rafael Devers now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late. And Raffy falls victim to the K.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. Fastball is outside.
1-0.
Man on second, 2 down. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. Bounce to the left side. Muncy throws across the diamond, and that is the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. And now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And towing the slab in this one, Justin Verlander. And as usual with him singing, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Now the A's designated hitter, Lawrence Butler. And that's off the outside edge, and that's ball one. That misses off the outside edge.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Out towards left center. Lee sizing this one up. And a quick out, number one. And time now to check out the A's lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Brent Rooker.
And Boog, he's a big-time run producer for these guys, man. Leading the team in homers, runs batted in, doing damage on the regular, man. Making opposing pitchers just sweat out there. It's kind of fun to watch. Get ready for a show when he steps into the box.
Jacob Wilson, the next to hit, takes ball one. One out, bases empty. There's a strike.
Ball.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Matos makes the play, and there are two outs.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Brent Rooker stands in with two away as he takes a ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Next offering way upstairs. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Outside, and that is ball four.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Now here is Nick Kurtz. Missed inside with the curve. Next offering misses. 2-1. Rooker leads off first with two down to the inning. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs, and they'll do it again. That to right, and it falls. And now two aboard.
Batting fifth, catcher Shea Langoliers.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. First and second, 2 down. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. An inning in the books tonight, and we're scoreless here on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark.
For the Giants,
and now, Jung-Hoo Lee.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. A well-deserved double
Matos.
on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Luis Matos, the next Giant to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And the sweeper is off the plate.
Boog, one of our favorites. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one.
2-1.
No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Clark right there to make the grab. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And now Tyler Fitzgerald. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
One away with a runner at third. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. Outside.
That's outside.
Ball one. Two outs. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1. There's the strike. Runner at third, 2 away. Misses outside, and the count is filled up.
We got a full count.
Oh, nice play. Throws from his knees. On the money, nice play.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
We head to the bottom of the second. Now the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom.
Verlander back to work. And there's a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Hey!
On the ground to the left, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So digging in, Max Muncy. First pitch misses. And there's a ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a pop-up. Fitzgerald. One away.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff, looking for his first big league hit right here. That's outside, and it's 1-0.
That missed. That's a ball.
Just off the inside edge.
3-0.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Next up for the A's, Denzel Clark. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Just missed.
That missed. That's a
So
ball.
all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Slides, but it gets by him. Heading for the plate. Here comes the throw. Safe. He beats the tag. And it's 1-0.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
First and second, 1 out. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Going, gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. His 12th of the season, and they tack on 3. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Digging in, Jacob Wilson. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Trying to steal the first pitch strike with the breaking ball right there, but he was all over it in the box. Kind of sets up an interesting at-bat the rest of the way. A little chess match here.
No, that's
the
outside.
shortstop
Ball.
takes the ball. 4 runs already in the frame at bottom half of inning number 2. And that is out of play. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. 2 down, bases
Now
empty.
batting,
Now
right
Brent
fielder,
Rooker.
Brent Rooker.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Clips the corner, and the count 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. That one misses, and now 3-1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 3-run shot for the A's. As the A's are on top, Major League Baseball is on the show. New inning getting
Leading
started.
off for the
Stepping in
Giants,
is the switch hitting shortstop, number
60.
60. That one pushed foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next, for the
Elliot
Giants,
Ramos
left fielder,
getting ready
Elliot
to hit.
Ramos.
Doubled his first time up. Ramos goes 5 feet 11 inches, 25 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico.
High.
And that's way high, and that's ball 1.
Ball.
Looks like he's being a
2-0.
little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing at a ground ball, and that chance handled. Throws to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
2 outs, base is empty. Willie Adames will hit next. Popped out and foul ground first time through. And a strike in there. Out to short. Wilson whips it across. Giants go in order. Giants go down quietly. They're down 4-0. As we
Leading
go
off
to the
for
last
the
of the
A's,
3rd. And the
first
batter now,
baseman,
Nick
number
Kurtz.
16.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
You know, these Athletics doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Ball high.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
And a ground ball to first, and he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Shea Langoliers.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one.
Ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Strike one.
Ball. 3-1.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there, and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Soderstrom takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Fought off foul.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
The 1-1.
That missed. That's a ball.
That one ripped, but foul. That missed by a lot. And now it's 3-2. That one ripped. And that's a foul ball. Goes down looking. And the A's are gone in order. They lead 4-0. And we're back.
Leading
Rafael
off
Devers
for the
up to
Giants,
hit.
third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Ground ball up the middle. On to first. And one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Up next for the Giants, first baseman, Wilmer
And here is Wilmer Flores. Grounded out his first time. Lifted in the air, right field. Rooker under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
2 down, base is empty. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Doubled his first time. That one well
ball, no
upstairs. And that is ball 1. Popped up. Geloff. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now at the plate, Max Muncy. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Zach
Geloff digs in now, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. One down, base is empty.
Ball inside.
Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Landon Root getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Birdsong also throwing. High in the air, out to right. Matos pulls that one down, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder.
And stepping in is the speedy Denzel Clark. Singled and scored his first time. That's in there. That's strike 1. Out there to center. Makes a nice running catch. And the inning is over. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Luis Matos. Sears back to work. Fastball for a strike.
All these Giants finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Now batting.
And now
second
Tyler
baseman,
Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
And that one is inside ball 1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 and 2 is the count.
Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Really nice job
Now
of
batting,
two-strike hitting in that
catcher,
at-bat. Nice
Patrick
job of
Bailey.
driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now a chance for Patrick Bailey. In the dirt, but kept close. And another ball.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Man at first, one away. And ball four, two aboard.
Take your base.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know,
Now
his
batting,
confidence should
number
still
60.
be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Let's go, green and gold, baby. Let's go.
Number 60,
Oh, yeah.
batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
He swings and fouls one off. Two on, one out. And that one is
That's down. That's a
downstairs.
ball.
It's a ball and two strikes. Ball in the dirt, and it gets away. Both runners move up on the wild pitch, and the double play is no longer in order.
Well, that could end up being pretty costly right there. They had the double play set up as a way to get out of the inning, but instead it becomes a big strikeout situation with two in scoring position.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy
Now
to do
batting,
against a
left
hitter like
fielder,
this, known
Elliot
for using
Ramos.
the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Back to the top of the lineup, Elliot Ramos. The next Giant to hit, 1 for 2. And a strike.
0-1.
And now
That's the
1
ball.
and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 and 2.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Fitzgerald, the runner at third. Bailey on at second with 2 down.
Ball. Full count.
Well struck left field. That one carrying. 1 run is in, and that one is off the wall. Run comes in from second, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Well, here we are, third time through the order,
Now
and this
batting,
is where we see the
designated hitter,
OPS
Willie
jump up.
Adames.
Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And next is the designated hitter, Willie Adames. That's outside.
Outside, ball.
Ball 1. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Rooker makes the grab, and that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this two-run double. It's now 4-2. Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Landon Root.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
So the batting order turns over. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
You know, these A's really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Next pitch misses inside. 3 balls and a strike. To the right side, Fitzgerald handles, throws to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
Jacob Wilson, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That's a little bit low. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Outside low, and now it's 3-2.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Devers throws on to first. All half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. And now here is Brent Rooker. He's 0 for 1. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something boots it. Still able to fire over. The A's go quietly. And 1-2-3 go the A's. But they still lead this one 4-2. Top 6. And here is Rafael Devers.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. First pitch, and he just misses. Devers measures 6 feet even, 235 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And digging in for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores. Runner on the move. Now fly ball to right center. Clark, a long run for this one. Into the dive, and he got it.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Yeah, that's fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now the right fielder, Luis Matos. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Two outs. And that one fouled off. Inside.
1-2.
And it's 1-2. On the ground to first. It's in and out of his glove. And they put the tag on him for the out. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Athletics 4 and the Giants 2. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz.
Number 16.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1.
The next pitch misses. 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One and two here.
2-2.
And that one popped in the air left field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back
Now
into the
batting,
outfield. There's
the
part of him
catcher,
that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me out.
Langoliers.
But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Shea Langoliers. Just missed.
That's a ball.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one
3-1.
missed.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Count is full.
He goes down looking.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes
Up
off
next
speed,
for
gets
the
the out.
A's, left fielder Tyler Soderstrom.
Next to hit, Tyler Soderstrom. In the air, center field. Lee sizes this one up, nabs it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning.
Now pitching.
So
for
a new
the
pitcher on the
Athletics,
mound for the A's, number 49. He last pitched 2 days ago. So digging in,
Leading off
Tyler
for San
Fitzgerald.
Francisco, second baseman Tyler Fitzgerald.
That one misses, and that's ball one. Out to short, Wilson. Zips it across. That's the first out, the top of the seventh.
Well, Bill, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And up next for the Giants, Patrick Bailey.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That's in there. 0-1. The A's bullpen has some movement. Jacob Lopez, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Newcomb getting loose as well. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Clark on the move. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And the batter will be the shortstop, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on.
No, that's in.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Giants go down quietly. They trail it here 4-2.
Now pitching for San
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Randy Rodriguez.
He's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Leading off, Max Muncy.
For the Athletics, third baseman, Max Muncy.
First pitch just misses. And downstairs. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The count 2-1. And a foul ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
With that kind of
Now
velocity, an elevated
second
fastball,
baseman,
even
Zach
if it's still in the
Gallo.
strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of. And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Foul ball.
One and one.
Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Eric Miller up and throwing. Gets him to chase after that one.
He can live up in the
1-2
zone
the count.
all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the A's.
2 outs, base is
Center
empty.
fielder,
Denzel Clark up next for the A's. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Next offering is in for a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Very high with that one. And it's 3-2. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And now Lawrence Butler, and he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ball game.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
Slings it across, and that ends the inning. The A's strand 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. That's in there. 0-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that is downstairs. And the count is 1-1. There's a swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That's towards center. Clark settles underneath it. Makes the catch for the out. 1 down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball
hitter,
right there.
Willie
Lucky it
Adames.
stayed in the ballpark.
Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And Willie fouls one back. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gets it to first, and they get Adames for the out.
Couple of pitches and
Now
a quick
batting,
out.
third baseman Rafael Devers.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Rafael Devers. 1 for 3. That's a base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, first baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Number 49 will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
So the
for
closer
A's,
summoned from the bullpen,
Number
Mason
19.
Miller.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff
Miller.
going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
And the batter now, Wilmer Flores. And that's downstairs and outside. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. And now 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Tying run at the plate. That's a laser base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Up next for the Giants, center fielder Jung-Hoo
Substitution being made at first.
running
And here's
at
the pinch
first base.
runner, Brett Wisely.
Number 0, Brett Wisely.
And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 on, 2 outs. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Giants leave a couple, still down by a count of 4-2.
Now pitching for San
Back
Francisco.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
60,
bottom of the 8th. Hayden Birdsong.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now
playing
into the
first
game,
base,
Dominic Smith. He
Number
takes over
7.
as the new first baseman.
Dominic Smith.
And now it's going to
Leadoff
be Jacob
for the
Wilson.
A's, shortstop,
The MO for him is
Jacob
contact. A
Wilson.
guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Birdsong. He's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. A little bit low, and that's ball 2.
I think it's the deception and his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
Ramos on his way over, brings it in, and there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved
batting,
extra bases
the
for
right
sure.
fielder,
If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second
Rooker.
to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Got to be clever, too, when you don't have that lights-out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do. Instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is, stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
Rooker, batting with one down, takes a strike.
No balls,
Signs of
one strike.
movement in the Giants bullpen. Eric Miller, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And out of here. His 19th home run of the year, and they add a run. It's 5-2.
They put a good swing on it, but the box score might want to credit the win for that home run. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One down. Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. First pitch misses. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Next offering
Ball.
misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Lee makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Shea
Langoliers up next for the A's. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And ball
That's ball
1.
down.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really
1-1.
sells the changeup with that arm action.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Battling here as he fouls it away. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Lee makes the play, and it's out number 3. A solo homer adds to the A's lead. Last chance coming up for the Giants. We go to the
Leading
9th,
off
and
for the
digging in
Giants,
for San
right
Francisco,
fielder,
Luis
Luis
Matos.
Matos.
Miller back to work. Miller goes 6 feet 5 inches, 200 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2021. That one fouled off. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Fitzgerald in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And that one fouled off. The Giants trailing by 3 here at the top of the ninth. Close one, doesn't get the call. Going to count 1-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And that's down and away. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
One out left for the Giants. Here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Cut on and missed at 101. And it's 0-2. The Giants down to their final strike. Not close with that one. 1-2 to count. Got it! And that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final score, 5-2. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.